Hi, I'm Marco. I'm head of vehicle testing in Rimac Automotive. We are working to develop the fastest electric hypercar in the world. I'm always kind of moved towards the engineering stuff, building. I've always been extremely curious about how things work. So when it was the time to choose, at the end I went into engineering because I was pretty sure it would have given me better career options. And it was also feeling this, I was very curious about learning a lot about mechanics. And in my idea, it was how to find out how things work, you know? The difficult part was to start approaching a new way of studying and new subjects as well. But really, it's more like the first month. As soon as you get to realize that you basically have time, you can adjust the way you study. You can study the way you want, and it's really up to you to build your own knowledge. It is scary at the first time, but it gives also a lot of opportunity to decide how you wanna and what kind of knowledge you wanna get. No, and then then it's up to you to study. So the first approach to Ferrari was it was kind of a reward. From overachievement on the previous task. Once I got there, I was still a consultant, and then I found out how Ferrari was working, how people are working in Ferrari. That is a very tight-knit team, and I was fascinated both by the technology and of course the cars, but also by the people and the way of working. So I decided I wanted to stay there. So I didn't want to keep my experience in Ferrari limited to that short task that I was given. And so I kind of worked my way through my colleagues, my boss, to get myself known and to make myself valuable and an important asset for the team, so that my contract was renewed 1 year after 1 year, and then eventually I became a full-time employee. My mother told me that I told her one time I will work for Ferrari. I have no memory of me saying that, but apparently she knew. I told her I would have worked for Ferrari one day. For Ferrari, in a way, it is, it's the pinnacle of engineering for mechanical engineers. Nevera is the fastest electric hypercar in the world. It's an amazing vehicle that has more than 1900 horsepower, and again, the first fully electric car. The car has already set a few world records in terms of acceleration. We have reached 0 to 100 in less than 2 seconds. One thing, like I remember when I was working on SF90, it took us 4 weeks to make the first prototype of this car moving even one inch. So after it was like probably it was a Friday, because these things usually happen on Friday night. And after a long day, finally I shot a video of the car doing reverse out of the workshop after 4 weeks of non-stop working of a very so many people worked on that car. So I sent the video to the team leader. The team leader sent it to the CEO. So it was one of the biggest moments. I still remember it, and I still smile. So automotive industry is a mix of, it requires a mix of technical skills and soft skills. Automotive industry, the way it works, especially in medium-sized companies like Ferrari, it requires a lot of team working. So one of the biggest skill that you must have, I think, is the ability and the passion to work with other people. So if you are very passionate about cars and you think that you want to work in the automotive industry, so really it would be follow your dream or believe in your dreams. Also, it helps not to give up when things get a little bit overwhelming, and they do sometimes. Keep that goal always in front of you, and you will find a way to go there. There are a million of paths that lead to the same goal, to the same arrival. Knowing and believing in what you want to do, I think, is the most important thing.